They dragged new prisoners into Windermere, and the second Jocelyn saw their faces, everything changed. I'm not even kidding, guys. This might be the week General Hospital completely blows up its own storyline because somebody who was supposed to be dead may not be dead at all. And trust me, that's only the beginning. This entire week of May 18 feels dark, chaotic, and honestly kind of terrifying. Windermere is turning into a nightmare prison full of secrets. Curtis is about to completely lose control. Emma may be hiding something life-changing. And that baby paternity scandal? Oh, it's about to explode in everybody's face. So let's get into this mess because there is a lot to unpack. First, we have Jocelyn trapped inside Windermere, and you can already tell something feels deeply wrong about this place. The creepy atmosphere, the hidden rooms, the guards moving people around like nobody will notice it, all screams that Sidwell is hiding something much bigger than we thought. But what really caught my attention was Jocelyn slowly realizing Anna had once been imprisoned in the exact same place. That detail matters. Because if Anna was held there before, then Windermere isn't just some temporary hideout. This place has history. Dangerous history. And I swear, the writers are setting this up like there are layers upon layers of buried secrets underneath that castle. Then comes the truly shocking part. Jocelyn sees guards escorting one, maybe even two, new prisoners into another holding room. Now, here's where things get insane. Could those prisoners be Danny and Charlotte? Honestly, that already sounds horrifying enough. But if you ask me, I don't think the show would tease this moment unless they were planning something even crazier. What if the prisoner is Jason? Or Spencer? Yeah, I said it. Imagine Jocelyn turning that corner and suddenly seeing Spencer alive after everybody believed he died. That would be absolute chaos. And somehow, I can't shake the feeling the show is preparing us for a resurrection twist. And then, there's the wildest possibility of all. Dex. Could you imagine if Dex has secretly been alive this whole time and hidden away at Windermere? Guys, the internet would literally melt down. Because the more this story unfolds, the more it feels like Windermere has become a dumping ground for people someone wanted, erased from public view. Dead people, missing people, dangerous witnesses. Nobody is safe. But while Windermere is becoming a full-blown horror movie back in Port Charles, the chaos somehow gets even worse. The new cop Joe officially steps into the spotlight this week, and almost immediately he's involved in making arrests. Now, at first, I thought Joe would just be background filler. But nope. The timing feels too important. Because right when Joe shows up, Curtis completely loses it. And when I say loses it, I mean violently. Curtis reportedly attacks Isaiah in a rage so intense that even Jordan is left stunned by how irrational he's acting. We're talking handcuffs, public humiliation, possible criminal charges. Something pushed Curtis over the edge, and I don't think we know the full story yet. What's even worse is Isaiah may end up seriously injured, possibly with multiple injuries severe enough to keep him from working as a doctor temporarily. That changes everything. Because if Isaiah can't return to work, Curtis suddenly looks less like a man who snapped emotionally and more like someone who destroyed another person's life in one reckless moment. And Jordan? She may finally realize Curtis is spiraling harder than anyone wanted to admit. But wait. The real reason Curtis might have exploded could connect directly to the baby scandal that's about to rip multiple lives apart. Because Portia is going into labor this week. And at first, things actually seem happy. There's a birth, a celebration, a baby party, everybody trying to smile and pretend life is normal again. But this is General Hospital. Happiness never survives for long. Somehow, during the celebration, somebody uncovers the horrifying truth that the previous DNA test was fake. Fake. Meaning Curtis may not actually be the father after all. And if that happens, oh, this becomes nuclear. because the name floating around now is Isaiah. Imagine Curtis finding out the man he brutally attacked could actually be the biological father of Portia's baby. Suddenly, his rage starts making terrifying sense. And honestly, if that reveal drops publicly during the baby celebration, I could absolutely see this turning into one of those classic soap opera disaster scenes where everybody starts screaming, secrets spill everywhere, and relationships collapse in real time. Portia may have thought she could bury the truth, but secrets like this always come back uglier than before. Meanwhile, another storyline that has me seriously worried is Emma. This one feels emotional in a very different way. Emma receives devastating news about Anna's condition, and it hits her hard. Really hard. She becomes terrified that she could lose Anna forever, and that fear starts consuming her emotionally. But there's another strange detail mixed into all of this. Emma apparently damages something deeply important that belonged to Anna. Maybe a crystal keepsake, maybe something symbolic tied to family memories. And for Emma, that mistake absolutely destroys her emotionally. Someone, maybe Gio, tries comforting her, but I honestly don't think reassurance will be enough this time. Emma sounds completely overwhelmed. Then comes the twist nobody saw coming. Emma may collapse from exhaustion and end up hospitalized. And once doctors examine her, they could discover she's pregnant. Yeah, that bombshell could completely shift Emma's entire storyline overnight. Because now the questions begin. Who's the father? Does Anna know? Was Emma hiding this from everybody? And honestly, the timing couldn't be worse because the entire town is already drowning in secrets and emotional breakdowns. But over with Lulu, things are becoming downright unbearable. She's already struggling to cover up the fact that Rocco shot Cullum. That alone would destroy most people mentally. But now, Charlotte may also be missing, or worse, because there's growing fear Charlotte could either be in police custody or kidnapped entirely. And if Lulu starts suspecting Cullum took her daughter in retaliation, that woman is going to completely unravel. You can already feel the panic building. Lulu desperately reaching out for help, trying to save both of her children while the walls close in around her. But the truly terrifying possibility here is that nobody can help her in time. And then Britt enters the picture. Apparently, Britt may end up literally begging someone for mercy, and that has me convinced something horrifying happens involving Danny and Rocco. What if Cullum captured them both? Guys, if that's true, this storyline just became deadly because Britt clearly fears Cullum could kill the boys. Not threaten them, not scare them, kill them. That wording alone tells me the danger level is about to skyrocket. And honestly, this entire week feels like somebody's making moves behind the scenes while everyone else scrambles to survive. Which brings us to Sonny and Rick. Now, this partnership surprised me. After all the bad blood between them, they somehow managed to put their conflict aside and focus on a bigger mission. And whatever they're planning sounds extremely dangerous because their target appears to be Sidwell's castle. That cannot be a coincidence. If Sonny and Rick secretly infiltrate that place and actually get inside, they could uncover everything. The prisoners, the hidden rooms, the truth behind Windermere. Maybe even the people everyone thought were gone forever. And honestly, I think that's exactly where this is heading. Because this doesn't feel like random chaos anymore. All these storylines are slowly connecting together into one massive reveal. Curtis losing control, Charlotte disappearing, Danny in danger, Jocelyn trapped, Emma collapsing, the fake DNA results, Sonny heading towards Sidwell's castle. Every road somehow leads back to secrets being hidden in the dark. And I have a very bad feeling the biggest reveal hasn't happened yet. Because if Spencer really is alive, or Dex, or somebody else nobody expects, then the moment those prison doors finally open at Windermere, Port Charles may never recover from what comes out.